Hey guys, it's Lewis. Welcome back to Stoned A Problem. So, today's topic we are going to be discussing the absolute crime, in my opinion, and I'm sure in a lot of people's opinion, that has now been perpetrated by the IOC in terms of this whole controversy, about transgender athletes and trans women in sports or women's sports, and now they have now stated one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen or heard in my whole fucking life. That testosterone regulations, chemical regulations will no longer be in place for transgender athletes. IOC is in charge of the Olympics, if you didn't know. Before this atrocity, it was already still kind of pretty fucking stupid. Testosterone levels that they had to meet was still ludicrous, was still high above the reference range for normal women to begin with. And a lot of people have, made a very solid case, and I completely agree with, particularly more plates, more dates, talking about testosterone and how it really does separate women and men, and why there is a women and men's sports. And it is not to be sexist or misogynistic to state the obvious facts, that's just how nature called it. Testosterone allows me to be more jacked than a fucking woman. Testosterone allows me to go harder in the gym and to accrue more motor function because how many reps I'm doing and how my recovery, and I'm able to go again and again and again and again. And the list goes on and on of the advantages of being a man, period, in the world of athletics, in the world of powerlifting, lifting heavy shit, running. And for the fucking IOC to do this in the name of inclusion of a minority, they've completely obliterated the majority. And that's literally how it is nowadays, to be quite honest with you. With the big C going on, you know what I'm talking about. You're having to now at work fucking say if you have partaken in any sort of, protocols by the government and such, And I was asked at my work, and I said, fuck no, I'm not planning on doing that. I have complete fucking faith in my immune system. I had it, and I beat it in less than 2 fucking days. So I have complete almost confidence, but that's not beside the point. The reason I'm also talking about that is because this is how the mentality nowadays is. They, completely eradicate, with the IOC bullshit, that, completely ignore the scientific evidence supporting what I just previously stated. Completely ignore the anecdotal evidence. You just have to look, okay? Look at women's world records, right? And look at men's world records. There is no fucking, it's not even close. Okay, look at track, for example, for women's track in the Olympics. These are women that have been doing and training for this fucking moment their whole fucking lives, bro. A mediocre high school guy can fucking wipe the floor with them, and that is what's going on now. Women should fucking boycott the fucking IOC. I remember there's women that More Plates, More Days. Derek made a fantastic episode about this as well. Definitely check that out. There was a woman saying that now it's an identity. What is it? An identity category. I'm sorry, I don't know why I drew a blank on that word, but it's an identity category now with the obliteration of testosterone regulations. Now any jackass who identifies as a woman could just hop in there and fucking wipe the floor with everybody. And it's not fair, you know what I'm saying? Me as a competitive individual, as someone that, I am a competitive person. I like to win. It's a fucking criminal act. It's a crime just to include a fucking minority. Why don't you just make a fucking different sport, I know it's not something easily resolved, and you're trying to include everybody, but it's done. Women's sports is done. Women's sports is done. Because any fucking fool can say I identify as a woman, not have to deal with you don't have to be on estrogen therapy or androgen replacement therapy, androgen blockers. You don't have to fucking lower your testosterone levels anymore because according to them, no, that does nothing for performance. It is the most ludicrous fucking thing in the world, bro. And I am both kind of intrigued to how this is going to transpire and blow back in their face, but I'm also legitimately worried about the possible outcomes. Because this is the world we fucking live in nowadays. In the name of inclusion, there is no more equality. There is none of that. You're gonna tell me this is being equal? It's fucking ridiculous. There's a reason the men's and women's were separated to begin with. To allow equal fair play. You know what I'm saying? A woman can't compete with dudes. Put the fucking best WNBA team against the... I don't even watch basketball anymore. But whatever, the Charlotte Hornets or whoever the fuck's sucking ass right now, they're gonna get mopped up. And it's not being sexist. It's just being fucking like, okay, we need a fair playing field. That is what it's about. That's why there's even weight categories in particular. Like in the UFC, you're not going to have a 210 pounder going up against a featherweight at 120. There's a reason for fair play for everyone within the same group, whether it be height, whether it be weight, whether it be fucking sex and gender. There's a reason. And it's for fair play. And this is so fucking stupid that this is the fucking vernacular that is fucking being blasted into your fucking ears and your face for these past few fucking years now. That everyone's the same. Everyone biologically is the fucking same. There is no difference between a man and women. We all need, like, everything needs to be the same. Doesn't matter. It's horse shit. And honestly, like I've said, this should be boycotted by women. Like, if you are a fucking Olympic athlete as a woman, boycott this shit. Because you got no chance. Look at all the fucking dudes that in their 30s, identify as a woman. They're blasting all the deadlift records. They're blasting all the pressing records. They're blasting all the bench press records. Why the fuck do you think? And it becomes even more murky. Just because you're on estrogen for a few years doesn't negate the fact that for the entirety of your fucking life, especially through puberty, you have been exposed to way higher than normal testosterone levels that a normal, natural, biological woman would be exposed to. I believe that on average, a guy has 10 times more testosterone level than a woman. So their bones are much denser than a woman's. Higher motor recruit function, higher lung capacity, higher heart capacity, everything. And like I said, it's not being misogynistic. It's just the fucking obvious truth of the facts. And you're going to be exposed to all this and then compete in women's sports, you know? And now with this shit, people are going to be, I want to win an Olympic gold medal. I'm just going to declare I'm a woman and beat the shit out of women. Imagine a fucking dude boxing. They even let a fucking trans woman compete in a UFC fight with a real woman. Are you fucking... This is the world that we've gone to acquiesce to everybody. Everybody has to be... no. Hay que complacer todo el mundo, as they say. It's just gone so delusional, the train of thought of people nowadays. Just to include everybody. It's fucking delusional. People have to get it through their fucking heads. Guess what? We're not all equal. And you can't please everybody. It's just how it is. And I know that it's kind of fucked up to say, but I don't know what we're going to do with these trans athletes. It's just not fair. Do you see any fucking trans men trying to compete in men's sports? Obviously not. Because guess what? They ain't going to make it. Like I know it's just not always that insidious, but come on, bro. This is fucking ludicrous. Like, this is what, it's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. Just to fucking please everybody. We're fucking everything up. We're fucking over everybody. Women are fucked. Women's sports is done. It's over with. If these rules or regulations are going to continue to take place in the long run, It's over. It's over. It's like that woman in that British interview said, like it's now an identity league. Like fuck women, just women. No, like oh, if you identify as a woman, fuck. If you rather wear, I love her analogy with tennis. You know, instead of wearing tennis shorts, if you like tennis skirts, then go ahead and play tennis. Wow, bro, I really do consider it to be an absolute crime. You know, and I really am legitimately worried about what this might hold. You know, like what's going to happen once these floodgates open. You know, and like I said, you just can't please everybody. It's just not the way the world is. And people keep trying to fight it and fight it and fight it. And I understand that we're trying to fight inequality and the oppressive system, but holy shit, this is way too goddamn much. Make a whole other fucking division for trans athletes and let them do whatever the fuck they want. But don't sacrifice the integrity of the women's division. It's now a joke. It's a fucking joke. And I'm gonna fucking call the elephant in the fucking room. Who the fuck watches women's sports to begin with, in all honesty? Who the fuck watches the WNBA? You know what I'm saying? People don't watch it. And they're really trying hard, but no one's watching it. Because the quality was already like subpar to men's, particularly in the WNBA. Who watches that shit, bro? That shit's at 12 o'clock in the afternoon when people are fucking working, bro. And now it's just gonna take a bigger fucking hit. And I fucking, like, it's not even me to clown women. It's just like, that's really fucked up. Like, I respect that shit. I respect that shit. It's not, you're a woman and you want to fucking play sports and you're fucking good at it and you're trying and you're doing your best and you're following your nutrition plans or your steroid protocols. Doesn't matter. You're doing whatever needs to be done to be the best at your fucking sport in a fair manner. And fair. With women of your sex. With women that were born women. Women that were born with vaginas. Not fucking men that halfway through their fucking life in their 20s and 30s decided, oh, I identify as a woman. Bullshit. Bullshit. You know, it's really a fucking injustice, and I hope this does not stand. You know, it's just not always going to be the case, and I've said this before. Equality is never going to be fully achieved. The full word of the equality. Equality is a very fucking weird concept to begin with. What the fuck is equal? We don't know what's equal, and nothing is ever going to be completely equal until you die. And then we're all dead. The only thing we're equal in is in death. And it's a shame. You know, like, I can't even begin to imagine how many women are possibly outraged by this ridiculousness. And then to top it all up, there's people that are actually defending this. They're actually defending this. Oh, yeah, there is no biological difference between men and women. No. No, the reports are lies. They're based off. I've heard people say this. I've heard women say this. Oh, but you know, a lot of these studies are really biased towards, you know, for example, fat people and now this and that. Oh, come on, bro. Cut me a fucking break. Like, I had to have this argument with an individual a few weeks ago. Because the fucking dumbass literally told me, oh, where's the scientific evidence that fat people are more prone to cardiovascular disease? I'm like, I started laughing. It's a joke. This is a fucking joke. And this joke has gotten serious to the detriment of fucking humanity. It just shows you how stupid and ignorant people are. That they're willing to go by this. They're willing to abide by this. Like, they're willing, no, everybody has to be included, sacrifice everybody. You know, the straight people or the people, you don't know what it is to be oppressed. You don't know what it's like. We just want to be included. We just want to be included. This is so fucking crazy. And me as a competitive individual, I'm not competing in any actual fucking sports, don't get me wrong. I'm not a professional in anything. I'm not striving to be in the Olympics. I'm just a dude that likes to live. That likes to read You know what I'm saying? But I do play. I play basketball. I'm not a fucking completely oblivious to athletics, obviously, but like, And if I'm pissed off and I'm not even really trying to compete and my whole life is not centered around this particular sport to be the best at it, I can't even begin to fathom the anger and the behemoth from the people that are actually competing, from the women that are fucked. And I really do hope this turns around and people wake the fuck up and realize that this is absolutely ridiculous to uphold. It's ridiculous. I can't believe people like there's scientists that are going with this because they want to be politically correct. It's all about PC. You gotta be PC. You can't piss anyone off. No, 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 no. You can't piss anyone off. Everyone's like living in a little bubble era. This little bubble era where everyone's a soft little bitch. And they can't handle the fucking truth of the matter because, oh no, my emotions. Yeah, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. You're triggering me. These are trigger words. Fuck you. Okay, like it's fucking crazy that we're so fucking goddamn soft nowadays that we have trigger words. That we have to fucking completely obliterate science. So we have to completely obliterate all the evidence and all the years and the decades of studies and just to be fucking PC and say no, everyone's the fucking same. A lot of horse shit thrown in your fucking ears. And there's a lot of really stupid people out there who are going to believe it sooner or later. It's just going to be bashing your head so goddamn much that it is going to sooner or later become your fucking ideology, and you're just going to be another dumbass. And that's what's going on right now. It's a crime. So I hope this gets resolved in the name of all the women out there who are trying their fucking best to be the best. And now they're being robbed of that. They're being robbed of that opportunity because you're not going to out deadlift the dude. I'm sorry. You're just not. You're not going to out press a dude. You're not going to beat the fuck out of a dude in MMA. Okay? It's just not going to work. It's not fair. It's not fair. I really needed to vent that out. I don't know. I'm like one of those people, like, you know that analogy, like it's a car accident that is so bad. It's really bad, but at this, like, you want to look away, but you don't want to look away because you want to see what real, like the after effects. That's how I'm feeling right now. I really hope this blows back on these fucking idiots' fucking faces in the worst way possible. All women who fucking see this shit, boycott, post it, whatever the fuck. This is a fucking crime against humanity, and this is a crime against competitive fucking sports. People used to be proud of going to the fucking Olympics and representing their countries in a fair playing field, and it's done with in the name of PC. Fuck PC. Fuck politically correct. Fuck you soft ass bitches. The world ain't fucking soft and all rainbows and cotton candy. You're gonna meet people that don't like you, and you're gonna meet people that don't have the same opinion as you. Deal with it. Okay? I deal with that shit all the time. You know how many people I've met that don't like me or have said really mean things to me? Do I give a fuck? No. That's just the way the world works. Not everyone you meet is gonna be your fucking friend, and not everyone you meet has to fucking acquiesce to what the fuck do you want. You know, this is the era of small-mindedness, where people are so arrogant that they believe the world revolves around their problems. Deal with it. Put your pants up and keep going. The world is not all sugar. It's so fucking annoying how soft this era has become. Soft. People can't deal with shit. You know? You gotta mix up the rules. You gotta mix up everything to make sure that they're good, that they're gratified. So, thank you guys again for watching and listening, and appreciate all the support that you guys been giving. Please don't forget to do the holy training: like, subscribe, comment, help your boy out, and share this. Like, I really do hope this gets pulled with women, bro. You know, and definitely watch More Plates, More Days episode about this. He is on a whole nother level. And first of all, big shout out to More Plates, More Days. Derek fucking got 1 million subscribers. Much well deserved to that motherfucker. That guy is an inspiration for working your ass off and being diligent and being disciplined. That guy is a fucking legend, and a round of applause to him. He deserves it. So, thank you guys again. And until next time, peace.